Hey guys. Hello. You guys are getting somewhat terrible quality. This is on a MacBook, so it's not that bad. But YouTube for some reason won't let me stream on my phone, and I had a hard time setting this up, so whatever. I'm in bed because my computer's charging and because I want this to be a story time and I want all of us to be comfortable. Let's just get comfortable. So, this is a story about what happened last night. It was legitimately a nightmare, not because of the kids or anything, but actually because of some parents. And I'm not mad at these parents. I'm just putting this out there because there is a bigger lesson to the story I'm about to tell. So, let's get into it. So, last night I was asked to babysit, be there about 5:45. I'm going to look at my clock just so I get the times right of when things happened. And I was there. Um, they originally said that they were gonna go to dinner, um, and I guess that's what they did. I don't really know. It's a Saturday night, so they're probably like gonna have a few drinks. And yeah, I was fine with them being out. Um, the mom and I were texting back and forth up until 9:30, and that's when everything kind of went downhill. Um, the kid went to sleep, but he was kind of up every now and again, like almost every hour. Um, he was like supposed to have a sleepover, but they weren't listening, and so that kid went home, and um, I think it was just like a lot for him that night. But anyways, the kid woke up a couple of times. The mom and I stopped texting each other about 9:30. I don't know why I didn't ask when they would be home. I didn't even do that in the beginning. I didn't ask really like what the plans were and stuff because usually she would let me know. Um, so yeah, it's about 9:30 and I'm like, okay. At first I expected to be done probably like 9:15. I was like, okay, not a big deal. I can be here like for another hour. Well, an hour goes by. Um, I texted the mom. I have our conversation pulled up here. Uh, I can't see what time I sent these messages, but um, I texted the mom asking what time they are planning to be back, because my mom was wondering what time I'll be back. I didn't get an answer. About half an hour later, I said, "My mom would like me home before 11. I have to teach Sunday school in the morning." Um, I think this was roughly like 10:30. About 9:30, I texted back. I said, "I'm worried now. I might be sleeping by the time you get back." So I sent her those text messages and then I called her, I believe, 3 times. Yes, 3 times. And still no response. Her phone immediately went to a voicemail, and I was really concerned, and my mind went to every horrible possible scenario, which mainly was what if they got in a car accident and like they're dead or something, like I don't know. And for some stupid reason, I didn't have the dad's number. And about, let's see what time I texted their friend, who I thought they might be out with. I texted her um 11:10. I said, "Hey, any possibility you're out with, we'll just call her K. I'm worried. I'd like to know when they'll be home, but I can't get a hold of them." Um, she got back to me, said that she didn't have the dad's number, and then she was home about 11 last night. And so we were texting back and forth. Um, and she got a little worried too because the mom has the red thing on her iPhone, so you can at least see when somebody read it. There was no communication whatsoever. about when they'd be home. Like I said, I couldn't get a hold of the mom. I didn't for some stupid reason. I thought I did. Had the dad's number. I didn't know where they went or who they were with. So there's a lot of things that went wrong last night. Thankfully, the kid was extremely tired and he slept majority of the time, but he was waking up roughly like every hour, hour and a half ish. So yeah, about I think when was I texting my mom? Because my mom likes to obviously know when I'll be back and stuff like that. Um 11:23 is when I was texting her. Was it 11:23? Hold up, there's more. 10:46 is when I started texting my mom. She was like, "Maybe they'll be at a movie." And I was like, "Wouldn't it be over by now? Because it's, like, late." And my mom pointed out, like, some go after 11, they might have changed their minds. I'm panicking. I don't know when the parents are gonna be back. Um, and I always feel weird if I fall asleep during a job just because, like, if it's late, I usually, like, secretly fall asleep and then put an alarm for, like, an hour before the parents would be home, but I still get a little bit nervous just because you never know exactly when parents are gonna be home. Sometimes they come home earlier and I don't wanna be asleep, when I'm supposed to be watching the kids, but, of course, if the kids are sleeping, then it's not usually a big deal. Um, so I was like, "I wanna sleep because it was, like, 11:30, which is about the time I go to bed. Um, I was like, "Okay, like, I'll wait a few minutes to try and fall asleep." I literally was having a panic like, an anxiety attack. I shouldn't say panic, but probably more like an anxiety attack, because I just didn't see if it was read or not. Well, it wasn't the text messages weren't read, and then yeah. So, yeah, texting my mom, and I was like, "Do I need to, like, call the police or something?" I, like, went really kinda crazy. And I don't know why I didn't think about getting a hold of their aunt who I know, because her daughter's the same age as me, and we were actually really good friends in elementary school, and she literally lives, like, a block or 2 away. So, yeah, I didn't get an answer from the mom until 11:45 at night. Thankfully, she got a hold of me, and, she came home, a few minutes after. They had to catch a cab. So the moral of this story is always make sure you know where your clients are going. Make sure you know like who they're with, who else they can call. Um, always always know the place where they're going to. I want to stress that one because um usually if you can't get a hold of them, you could call possibly the place where they're at, and depending where they're at, they might know who they are, like, working there, like, the workers might know who they are or whatever. So, always make sure you have everybody's phone number, make sure um, you set up a time for when they're going to be home. Today I'm watching The Same Family at 2, but they're going to see a musical, and, I already saw this musical, and I know how long musicals usually last for, so I'm expecting them to be home about 5. Always make sure too that your families are texting you when they're on their way home, just so you know, because, anything can happen at night, and it depends what day it is, because, of course, if it's, like, a Friday night, Saturday night, people are usually getting drunk, and, not everyone's gonna be safe and smart, you know? So, always make sure you know everyone's phone number, you know when the parents are gonna be back by, and, where they are at at all times, because that was really scary, and I, like, started panicking. I was really close to taking the kid to my house just so, like, we could sleep and actually kinda be somewhere, like, it's a safe neighborhood, but still, I've never been at the house, like, extremely late. I'm sure it's safe because there's a couple other families with kids, and like I said, their aunt is, like, literally 2 blocks away. But, yeah, I just thought to tell you guys this story because I don't want anybody else to have to go through that, um, and it's really frightening because I thought they would be home at a normal time. Usually, when I start saying that, like, my parents are wondering what time I'll be home, usually parents respond. I don't know, it's the whole thread of, like, using your parents, I guess that works. But this time it didn't, and, yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that story. I was gonna do a different video, all about eating while babysitting and stuff like that, but this one, what I think was a little bit more important, and yeah, so I will talk to you guys all next weekend. You guys are probably gonna get webcam quality from now on just because I tried doing the live stream on my phone. It wouldn't let me. YouTube wouldn't let me because eligibil eligibility, can't really say that word. Um, I updated it, still wouldn't do it, and I was trying to find out how to do it on here. So yeah, if you guys don't hear from me for a while, it's probably because 'cause I'm having issues with YouTube and doing videos live, but I will continue to make videos as long as YouTube kinda works with me and, all that kind of fun stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Please be safe, be smart, know, where parents are going, what time they'll be back, and make sure you have everyone's phone numbers. This also includes, like, emergency contacts, so make sure you guys. Alright, bye, have a good day.